So, they left me for dead. Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Dearly senior citizen hero, greetings boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends. And remember, no matter who you are valid, even if the power of the sun itself is shining over in the corner. Yay! Thumbs up for brightness. Anyway, though, I hope you are doing well. I am so sleepy. I had therapy today, so didn't do much until therapy. But I got myself ready for my shower that I was going to take by shaving, trimming, cutting my hair, getting everything done that way, having the shower all ready to go. And then I took my shower, and then as soon as that was done, I went out for walkies. And I walked from here down to the trail that goes from the hospital along the stream to back behind the library, back up, walked out and over this way, and then came up past Walmart, bought a little bit of junk there, and then walked here. Altogether maybe a little over 3 miles maybe. But it's good to get out in the sun because I knew if I just stayed here and did my video early, like right then, it would be 4 o'clock before I got out the door. And if it was 4 o'clock, likely I'd say, you know what, let's just save it for an evening walk. And then it would have been 12 hours of just sitting around before I did anything active. So I said no, and I went out for walkies, and then I came back, and I had a full can of rice. I had a full can of chili on top of I take 3 cups of rice, and then a busload of water, because rice takes a lot of water, and then it takes 2 big scoops to put into a Tylenol Tupperware container, and then each of those has basically 2 servings of rice, and it's a lot of rice. I had a full can of chili. Normally I have half a can. I had a full Tupperware container of rice. Normally I have half. I am fighting to stay awake right now. I am struggling to stay awake. Oh boy, for whatever reason, that many carbohydrates, I need to lie down and digest. Like a snake that swallowed someone, it needs to go and digest them, and I need to go and digest all this rice. But no, I will digest the rice and I will do things. So thumbs up for that. Yay! But past that, I mean, what have I been doing in my life? Well, I've been watching videos as best I can. I've been playing some video games when I can. I recorded that Hag of Ogsville video, and I'm glad I did that. At first, I had meant to clip an area out because I was just leaping through rules, trying to find something. It wasn't entertaining, it was just dull. Thought I clipped it out, was watching it after it had been uploaded, and there it was. So I had to go through and delete that upload, re-edit, re-render, re-upload. Oh boy, so it took a lot of time. Thumbs up for that. It's fun though, and I've been in contact with the author, and very, very cool. Updated version. There is a version where no matter what you click on, you can't go anywhere. So I'm glad I got the updated version, and I'm going to be working on that. Yay! So thumbs up. Later on, of course, I really want to play and show off, because I haven't been able to play it yet, Desolate. Now these, Jason Glover of Grey Gnome Games, once he hit on an idea, he has stuck with it, and I can't blame him. For Tin Helm, there is the system of the 2 cards that you flip over, one of which shows you what is in a room, and that, oh, there may be a trap, oh, there may be a treasure. And the other card that you flip shows you what's actually in those things. He's kept that for another game / expansion, Tin Realm, which continues the story of Tin Helm. It is the same system for the science fiction game Desolate. And of course, it is a modified form of the system used in Iron Helm. So, it's a good system, so he's running with it. But I want to play Desolate because, yeah, it's a game where you get yourself into like a station and you find that there's aliens there, so you got to escape with your life. So thumbs up for that. Yay! And then I've just been past that trying to exist, not doing a whole lot except going out for walkies, drinking a busload of tea, and so not much more. I've been trying, I've been pushing. This is bad. I talked about yesterday how, my sense of touch on this side as compared to this side it's still in the normal range, but they have a tool that when the person that tested this before, poked my fingers with it on this side and poked my arm with it, it was like, I have to think. I can feel it, but is it pain or is it just pressure? When she did the same on this hand, oh my God, did that hurt. So I'm still in the normal range, I'm just on the outsides of it and soon to pass into not the feeling. And then now, when yesterday I was talking about how a 2-pound container of, gotta pick something up, 2-pound container of rice felt the same on this side as carrying a 15-ounce, half the weight, on this side. And I tried it again today, and yeah, it feels the same. And that's bad. So I don't know what's going to get fixed with the surgery. I hope the surgery is going to get done. I've tried to make some phone calls and very frustrating, so I need to call back to that one place to get a phone number because being transferred doesn't work. Oh boy. So life is just life, and I'm doing what I can do, doing my chores, having my therapy, going out on walkies, and I'm going to continue doing that. But I also wanted to do this a little bit more on my setting for just as a continued reminder for those people that have heard it before, what few of you that have been with me that long, and for new people, what few of you there are. But thank you so much for watching, it is appreciated. And for myself, just to help me remember. I had been talking about the Kaiju before, and how it's just this hideous, powerful, basically a chained and fallen, dark and malevolent god of death and destruction, and it lives on hate. And this is true. But from its point of view, it has reason to hate. After all, it lived in a universe where everything within its area that it called its home, that area, it shared sensations, feeling, and thought with every living being in that area. You felt and thought everything that everyone else was feeling all at the same time. And you retained your own identity at the same time. So you were part of everything. You felt everything through everyone. Time didn't have the same meaning of causality. Everything that the Kaiju knew, all that it loved, all that it had plans and hopes and dreams for, suddenly came to a stop. When this hole in this one universe and this hole in this one universe needed a connection, and snap, this area was separated and cut off from the rest of the static energy that fills the space between these two universes. And in the confusion of suddenly being from a limitless universe to, well, that's 10,000 kilometers for us as a sphere, but for them, oh my God, is that tight? And then all of a sudden, every single living thing begins to burn. And everything burns to death. And you feel everything die. Every single living thing in that area burns. And you feel it as you burn. 40% of your essence, 40% of what makes you, you, 40% of you burns to ash along with everyone and everything else until you are standing alone in agony and terror on a limitless eternal plane of just quantum ash of everything you had ever known. And then that ash starts to move, and it forms another universe, a physical universe, a cruel mockery, a wicked parody, a sham of existence. Everything you knew and loved forced to be this. And you yourself, your body, reality itself continues trying to murder you. You were once limitless, and you are now forced and crushed downward into this tiny physical form. Only 40% of what you were remains. And everything around you is built out of the ashes of your life, your loves, your hope, your dreams, your families, everything gone. And you're starving. In this new body, this physical body, you're starving. And you try eating everything, literally everything, and nothing works. No radioactives, no bases, no acids, nothing that you eat fills that hole, stops that fire. You are going to die because nothing sustains you. And then this biped shows up. And this biped shows up a lot, everywhere. In fact, it seems like this entire space is made for these bipeds that fill it everywhere. And they're the only thing that puts out that fire in your belly. This entire universe was seemingly made for them out of the ashes of everything that you had, and now you're crushed into this body. Oh, the Kaiju hates. The Kaiju has nothing left but hate. And I understand that. I mean, I'm the one that wrote it, so of course I would. But objectively, stepping out of it, yeah, if somebody else posited this existence, this thing, and said, what do you think of this as a character? I would be like, I think I'm on the Kaiju side. Because, yeah. And when it comes down and rampages through Apple Rock, it doesn't matter if it eats everyone. The energy expenditure that it uses to rampage is not made up by the number of people that it eats. It is done to pass the time. Like you have 5 minutes between appointments, you might as well do one answer on the crossword puzzle. The Kaiju rampages to fill time. Once a century, it depopulates Apple Rock. This was the near depopulation of this century. Old Ray, another character, finally decides that he's had enough when a century from now when Apple Rock is about 225,000 people. And the kaiju eats every single one of them. And old Ray's the first one to make it to Apple Rock with the crushed, broken, burning, destroyed, and absolutely empty of any human existence in Apple Rock. And up on that clearing, radiating a smug self-satisfaction, this large greenish kind of color rock kind of looks like a Granny Smith apple. The kaiju is larger on the inside than it is on the out. When it curls up into the form of that rock, that is just the outside plating on its body fitting together perfectly and seamlessly. But when it curls up, it is smaller than it would be if any other creature did that. It wouldn't be able to curl up inside the way the armor is and the way the rock fits together. There's no room for the kaiju inside. But it's larger on the inside than the out. Which is why it can fill itself with so many people before it has to go into torpor. I mean, when its digestive tract is full, I mean it's full. Its stomach itself can hold many, many billions. And its digestive tract is huge. And of course, at the end of time, the kaiju is the reason that humanity goes extinct. The kaiju does finally eat all of us. But every 3 billion years is the cycle, and then at the beginning of the next cycle, more people. But I'll talk about that more later, because my back hurts, I'm still really tired, and it's time for me to stop just rambling. Hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done, and if you can't get them done, don't beat yourself up. It doesn't help, it only hurts you. For each one of my Patreon patrons, I wish I could type your names up here, but thumbs up and thank you. You are beautiful and awesome, and when you look in the mirror, know that you are looking at someone who is, in fact, beautiful and awesome. For everybody that leaves me a comment, I wish I could write out more of them. It's fun having your nerves crushed. Yay! But I do read everyone. I thumbs up as many as I can. I heart the ones that I can't thumbs up, because sometimes I can't. I don't know why. So they are appreciated and read, each and every one of them. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. I didn't even get to talk about that one group. I haven't even stopped listening to the person who turned me on to this one group that I can't even pronounce, because the name of the group / person / art project is in a made-up language with made-up characters. But apparently they're from Texas, but this one album that I keep listening to is the 17th album of 2023. I don't really want to hear any other thing they've done. I haven't really enjoyed that. Even the second half of the album that I listened to, I haven't really enjoyed that. But the first half, oh my God, it scratches an itch I didn't even know was there. So son of a gun, you take care.